The story of Romulus and Remus is a tale deeply ingrained in Roman identity. It is a legend that has been passed down through generations, shaping the cultural and historical narrative of one of the greatest civilizations in history. It tells of twin brothers abandoned as infants and raised by a she-wolf. This she-wolf, known as Lupa, nurtured and protected them, symbolizing the fierce and protective nature of Rome itself. As they grew older, Romulus and Remus decided to found a city. They envisioned a place that would become a beacon of power and civilization, a city that would stand the test of time. However, a dispute arose between the brothers over where to establish this new city. The disagreement escalated, leading Romulus to kill Remus in a tragic turn of events. Romulus then went on to establish Rome in his name, marking the beginning of a new era. This myth, though likely not factual, speaks to the Roman values of strength, ambition, and a touch of ruthlessness. It highlights the lengths to which Romans were willing to go to achieve greatness and secure their legacy. The date given for Rome's founding, 753 BC, is likely more symbolic than historical. It represents the Romans' desire to trace their origins back to a specific and significant moment in time. Yet it reflects a belief that Rome had a clear and momentous beginning. This belief in a definitive starting point gave the Romans a sense of purpose and direction, fueling their ambitions and conquests. The tale of Romulus and Remus served as a founding myth, explaining the city's origin and justifying its dominance. It provided a narrative that the Romans could rally around, uniting them under a common heritage and destiny. It instilled a sense of destiny in its citizens. The story of Romulus and Remus was more than just a myth. It was a cornerstone of Roman identity, inspiring generations to believe in the greatness of their city and their role in its enduring legacy. While the Romulus and Remus story is a myth, archaeological digs paint a fascinating picture of early Rome. Excavations have uncovered remnants of settlements dating back to the 10th century BC, predating the traditional founding date. These findings suggest a more gradual development than the sudden birth depicted in the myth. Remains of huts, pottery fragments, and burial sites provide glimpses into the lives of early Romans. They were likely shepherds and farmers, living in small villages scattered across the Roman hills. Over time, these settlements grew and merged, laying the foundation for the future city. The archaeological evidence, therefore, offers a more grounded understanding of Rome's early development. Rome's strategic location played a crucial role in its rise to power. Situated on the banks of the Tiber River, it had access to trade routes and fertile land. The surrounding hills provided natural defenses against invaders. This strategic positioning allowed Rome to flourish and expand its influence. The Tiber River was a vital artery for trade, connecting Rome to the Mediterranean Sea. It allowed for the transportation of goods and resources, facilitating economic growth. The fertile lands surrounding the city provided ample opportunities for agriculture, supporting a growing population. Rome's geography, therefore, provided a strong foundation for its development into a powerful city-state. Early Romans were influenced by various cultures, particularly the Etruscans and Greeks. The Etruscans, a powerful civilization to the north, had a profound impact on Roman art, architecture, and religion. The Greeks, through their colonies in southern Italy, influenced Roman literature, philosophy, and artistic styles. The Etruscan influence is evident in Roman temples, which borrowed elements from Etruscan architecture. Etruscan religious practices such as divination also found their way into Roman society. Greek influence can be seen in the adoption of the alphabet and the development of Roman literature. This blending of cultures contributed to the unique character of Roman civilization. Section 5. From Village to City, the Growth of Early Rome. In this chapter, we will explore the fascinating transformation of Rome from a collection of small villages into a thriving urban center. Over time, the small settlements scattered across the Roman hills began to coalesce into a larger urban center. This process was gradual but significant, marking the beginning of Rome's rise as a major city. This growth was driven by several factors, including a steady influx of people from surrounding areas, increasing agricultural productivity, and the establishment of a stable food supply. The fertile lands around Rome allowed for successful farming, which in turn supported a growing population. Another crucial factor was the development of trade networks. As Rome's population grew, so did its need for resources and goods. Early Roman merchants began to trade with neighboring regions. bringing in wealth and new materials that further fueled the city's expansion. As Rome grew, it became a more complex and organized society. The early Romans began to develop urban planning techniques, laying out streets and public spaces in a more systematic way. This organization helped to manage the increasing population and maintain order within the city. New forms of governance emerged, including the establishment of a monarchy. The early Roman kings played a crucial role in the city's development, providing leadership and direction during this formative period. Kings, both legendary and historical, ruled over the growing city-state. These rulers were often seen as both political and religious leaders, guiding the city through times of both prosperity and challenge. They oversaw the construction of public works, such as temples and fortifications. These projects not only provided necessary infrastructure, but also helped to unify the population and promote a sense of shared identity and purpose. The kings also led the Romans in war and peace. They organized the city's defenses and negotiated with neighboring tribes and cities, ensuring Rome's security and expanding its influence. This period of growth and centralization laid the groundwork for Rome's future dominance. The foundations established during these early years would support the city's expansion into one of the greatest empires in history, influencing countless aspects of Western civilization. Section 6. The Roman monarchy, power and kingship. According to Roman tradition, there were 7 kings of Rome, each contributing to the city's development. These early rulers established institutions and traditions that would shape Roman society for centuries. They expanded Rome's territory, built temples and codified laws. While the historical accuracy of all these kings is debated, they represent a period of monarchical rule that was crucial in laying the foundation for the Roman Republic. Kings like Numa Pompilius focused on religious institutions and law, while others like Tullus Hostilius expanded Roman territory through conquest. This era saw the development of a distinct Roman identity and the groundwork for future political structures. Section 7. Etruscan influence on Roman culture. The Etruscans, a sophisticated and wealthy civilization, had a significant influence on Roman culture. Their impact is evident in various aspects of Roman life, from art and architecture to religion and entertainment. The Romans adopted Etruscan techniques in building, pottery, and metalworking. The Romans also borrowed elements of Etruscan religion, including the practice of divination and the belief in the importance of appeasing the gods. Etruscan influence can be seen in Roman gladiatorial combat, which likely originated from Etruscan funeral rites. This blending of cultures enriched Roman civilization and contributed to its unique character. Section 8. The end of the monarchy and the birth of the Republic. The Roman monarchy came to an end in 509 BC with the overthrow of the last king, Tarquinius Superbus. Tarquinius, often remembered as a tyrant, ruled with an iron fist, causing widespread discontent among the Roman populace. According to tradition, Tarquinius was a tyrannical ruler who was ousted by the Roman aristocracy. The aristocrats, fed up with his oppressive regime, rallied the people and orchestrated a rebellion that would change the course of Roman history forever. This event marked a turning point in Roman history, leading to the establishment of the Roman Republic. The fall of the monarchy was not just a political shift but a social revolution that redefined the Roman identity. The Republic, a new form of government based on elected officials and citizen participation, emerged from the ashes of the monarchy. This new system was designed to prevent the rise of another tyrant and to give more power to the people. This shift from one-man rule to a more representative system had a profound impact on Roman society. Citizens now had a voice in their government, and the Senate became a powerful institution that would guide Rome's destiny. It laid the foundation for Rome's expansion and dominance in the centuries to come. The Republic's emphasis on civic duty and public service inspired generations of Romans to contribute to the greatness of their city. This new era of governance not only stabilized Rome, but also set the stage for its transformation into one of the most powerful empires in history. The legacy of the Roman Republic continues to influence modern political systems around the world. Section 9. Legacy of early Rome. The early period of Roman history, from its mythical founding to the establishment of the Republic, was a time of significant transformation. During this era, Rome evolved from a collection of small villages into a powerful city-state. The The Romans developed a distinct cultural identity, shaped by both indigenous traditions and influences from neighboring civilizations. The establishment of the Republic marked a turning point, paving the way for Rome's expansion and dominance in the Mediterranean world. The institutions and values forged during this early period laid the groundwork for the Roman Empire, leaving an enduring legacy on Western civilization.